Hello, welcome back once again. This is the Robaer Report. Today we are presenting once again on BlackUSA.news. Today we have a special guest by the name of Mr. Aaron Dawkins. Mr. Aaron Dawkins is a solar professional here in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area. We're going to get into his story of how he got into solar. He will be explaining solar in layman's terms because he is a highly productive sales rep here in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. And he will also be giving us information about his company that he works with, that he as a solar that he contracts with, Green Brilliance. Once again, welcome back. My name is Robaer Washington. I am your host for today of the Robaer Report. Today is March 28th, 8 o'clock. Welcome for those of you who all will be tuned in for today. Thank you. It's good seeing you. For those of you who will be tuned in for the broadcast in the near future, welcome. It's good seeing you. Here at the Robaer Report, our mission is to talk with individuals and or groups and discuss their contribution to society and society's development. Now let's kick the show off. Regarding society and society's development, we have, once again, Mr. Aaron Dawkins here to talk about sustainability, you all. Our world is going through a crisis regarding increased energy rates. Our world is going through a crisis in that pollution is running rampant. And there needs to be something to slow these issues. And Mr. Aaron, I call him Aaron, but we'll call him Mr. Dawkins for purposes of this show. Mr. Aaron has come to talk to us about a solution that all, or possibly most of all of us, can take advantage of. Mr. Dawkins, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. How about yourself? It's good to be on your show.
I'm doing well. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, man. I'm happy to have you on the show. I met Mr. Dawkins by happenstance. Maybe I was looking for him, maybe I wasn't, but I was in a restaurant and I saw his business card on a bulletin board, and it has something to the level of solar professional. I was like, what is that? I knew what it was, but I had never in my 36, 37 years, I believe I was 36 at the time. I'm 37 now. I had never met a solar professional. Okay. And when I called him just to ask him questions, he was definitely open to talking with me about what he did. So, Mr. Dawkins, tell us where you're from, and then secondly, how did you get into the business of home improvement?
Okay, well, I'm originally from Riverdale, Maryland, um, born and raised. So I've gotten home improvement about, I'm going to say, close to 15, 16 years ago. I first started off working on basically working with companies as far as windows, doors, roofing, and siding. So I was basically going around trying to generate leads for various companies. The leads I generate, I would give to the salesman to try to go sell. So I was in doing windows, doors, roofing, and siding for like, I'm going to say about 10 years until I found solar and switched over to solar.
Okay. It sounds like he's a gentleman who's from the area. He's from Riverdale, Maryland, so he is Washington D.C., Maryland, Virginia native, and so that's a good thing. So he has experience being, and so he decided to stay and use his gifts that he's learned in home improvement to make this part of the country a better place. So congratulations to you, sir. Go on to another question. How long have you been in the solar field, and what made you switch to solar from the other areas of home improvement that you worked?
Well, I've been in solar for about 5 years now. The reason why I switched over to solar is because I knew a friend who was in solar. He was telling me about the differences of being in with the windows, doors, and roofing and being in solar. And I was very cautious at first because for the 10 years I was in the home improvement business with the windows and doors, I was very successful. I was generating a lot of leads. I was making good money. I was one of the top two, three sales reps at every company I went to. So it was very scary at first for me to transition to solar. But he explained to me that the same sales skills I have there, I could bring over to the solar business. And here with solar is the main thing is with the windows, doors, and roofing. My objective was to try to talk to homeowners about convincing them that they need to replace their windows or their doors or their roofing. Even though in the back of my mind while I'm talking to them, I'm thinking to myself, they really don't need a roof. I'm just trying to set up an appointment so I can get paid. So, yeah, I was doing a good job, but
Wow.
after my friend after my friend explained to me the benefits of solar and how you don't have to pay out of pocket to get it done, you instantly save money. It's more beneficial for the homeowner, and you can make more money for yourself. When I was like, you know what, I think I'll do good at solar, and I've been doing good for the last 5 years.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Mr. Dawkins, when we talked, he explained to me how well he was. I'm not going to get into that conversation that we'll maybe have for another day. But I found his genuineness, genuine nature regarding helping people. I think it be contagious with regard to this solar field. And for those who are watching on the playback, there may be a little, there may be some technical issues going on. I'm going to do my best to make sure those technical issues are taken care of. But back to the show, Mr. Dawkins. In
Mhm.
those 5 years that you have worked in solar, how many companies have you worked for, and what value did you learn from your previous solar experience that you were able to bring into your current company that you work for?
Okay, I work for three companies total. I've been in the solar field. The first solar company I worked with, I was just learning the ropes. I was just trying to, learn as much as I can, gain as much information as I can. And what I found out about that company is um, there's two options in solar. There's one for the lease option where you don't own the system, and there's an ownership option where you own the system and get the government benefits and everything that we may go over later. But basically, what they were preaching to us was just to sell the lease option. And they never really talked to us about the ownership option, which is actually more
Mm-hmm.
beneficial for the homeowner. You save more money, you get monthly refunds, you get grants and all that. So the reason why I come to find out that they were only trying to tell us to push for the lease is because that solar company would take over all the benefits that they get from the state and all the basically incentives. So they wanted to get all the incentives for the
Okay.
homeowner. So basically, they wasn't really looking out for the homeowners; they were looking out for themselves. So once I figured that out,
Okay.
learn more, left that company. Second company, they were just taking a long time. After you sign up a customer, it maybe 6, 7, 8 months to get them installed, which was just too long. At
Mm.
first, it's a certain amount of time, then it just got longer and longer. So I left that company, and I finally found Green Brilliance. Um, you have more
Okay.
control of everything, how you price things out, how you work, where you work, when you work. Um, Basically, they install, once you sign up a customer, you'll get installed within a month to 2 months, depending on the county and the
Okay.
HOA. And We're actually the top solar company in the whole nation. So it's just so much more
Okay.
benefits to being with this company. And I'm very happy I'm with them. And I don't see myself switching over now. Everything that I wanted in a solar company I have here.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Um, I'm going to get into your company that you're working with in a few seconds. But so your title in solar, what is your title? If somebody had to say, "Hey, I want to do what that guy does," what would they look up? What would be the name of that title?
I would tell them I'm an energy consultant. So basically, what I
Okay.
do is I see how much you're paying for your utility, see how much we can help you save every month, every year, and figure out the best option for savings. So I basically try to help every homeowner save money on their energy bills. With everything that's going on
Okay.
nowadays, if we can save money any kind of way we can, let's go for it. And I'm giving homeowners an option where you don't have to pay no money down. I'm not asking you to pay anything out of your pocket. We're just asking you to let us be your energy provider, and you save money every single month. And you're using cleaner energy, which is
Okay.
helping.
Yeah, that's right. They're actually using cleaner energy when you decide to go solar. That is one of the things that I am learning about this field as I look more into it myself. If you all, well, you can't help but to see it, but in the background, there's a website that I decided to share. This website is Green Brilliance. Green Brilliance is the name of the company that Mr. Dawkins shared with me that he works for. Greenbrilliance.com. Phone number 703-657-0090. This is the company website. Pretty sleek, streamlined. They handle residential, commercial, government, as well as they sell solar related products to develop to help support your solar to help support your solar needs. I'm just giving a quick introduction of the website. Uh, this interview is more about Mr. Dawkins, but I wanted to show the website because he wants to talk about his company. He's already mentioned that his company is one of the top solar companies in the United States. Uh, Mr. Dawkins, talk about your company a little bit. Tell us about some of the advantages of going solar with Green Brilliance.
Well, Green Berets, we've been around since 2007. We actually won a couple of awards last year for being the number 19 solar contractor in the whole nation. So basically, out of all the 50 states, we're number 19. Also, we're number
Hmm.
one in DC, Virginia area. We're very proud of that.
Okay.
And we're number one in customer service. So every customer, we treat them as family. We want everybody to be happy and to save money. That's our goal. Um,
Okay.
and like I said, I've been there for a long time, and they treat me very well, and they treat the customers well. Um, like I said, they treat me like family, and they treat the customers like family as well.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Dawkins, do you have your own company that you started or that you plan on starting as in relation to you working with Green Brilliance?
Yes, actually, I have my own company now. It's called Solar Evolution. Basically, what we're doing is we are basically the front line talking to homeowners out there, whether it's canvassing, calling, going to events to talk to homeowners about the benefits of switching over from fossil fuel to solar. We're talking about what those benefits are, how it can help the homeowner save money, and how it can help the environment last longer. So we just inform them about the programs that's in their state, whether it's DC, Maryland, Virginia, or Pennsylvania, and we just see how much we can help them save, see what we can do for them to basically have them very happy that they switched over. So that's basically
Okay.
solar evolution, the front line, going out there talking about green brilliance, talking about the benefits of switching over to our company. They're just getting the information and giving it over to us to go talk to them and see if they qualify.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what we've just done with the first part of this interview was lay down Mr. Dawkins' position as a solar energy consultant so that we can see him as a person, somebody who's in the field. All right. Somebody who has a passion for what he does. And what we're going to do next is we're going to go into some of the concepts that a person who decides to go solar, they'll soon learn when interacting with a solar professional. One of the first concepts that I heard of was called an SREC. So, Mr. Dawkins, what is an
Mm-hmm.
SREC? Why is it? Why are they, or why is it, or are they important to a customer who wants to go solar? And what are the benefits of an SREC?
Okay, that's a very good question. SRACs basically one incentive, and there's many incentives for going solar, but it's one incentive where that stands for solar renewable energy credits. So there are about 12 to 13 states in the whole nation that participate in the SRAC program. So this program is basically based off how much your solar system will produce. You will get refunds from the state based off that production. So they're basically saying just by you using clean energy, we're going to give you refunds based off how much the system is producing. So, for instance, the average home in Maryland uses about 10,000 kilowatts a year. With that, let's say the average home, you may get around $40, $50, maybe $60 every month in a refund based on how much your solar system is producing for you. So not only will you be on a fixed payment when you switch over to solar, where the payment never increases, but you'll be getting refunds from your state. So this is a
Mm-hmm.
big reason why a lot of people switch over because they know that they get refunds um, every month, every year.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. So when you say refunds, you mean like our government, our city
Yep.
government,
Mm-hmm.
state, federal government? They're
That's coming from
offering
the state.
benefits.
So right now
Wow.
in Maryland, for every 1,000 kilowatts you produce, you're getting $58.50 back from the government.
Wow.
So so it's different amounts in different states. So Maryland is $58.50. And DC is very high. It's about $425. So
Okay.
in DC, it's even official because with the refunds you're getting, it can actually pay for your monthly payment and give you extra money in your pocket. So
Wow.
these
Okay.
funds, yeah, these refunds are major, major, because you don't get refunds from your utility
Okay.
company.
You do not
Hmm.
receive refund from your utility company. I wanted to say that slowly
Yeah.
because you do not receive them. All
Hmm.
right. Man, I was out and about today and I saw an older couple and they were just enjoying the day sitting on a park bench. And this is a true story. I saw them and I stopped and asked them some questions because I needed some direct. Hey, can you help me? I'm looking for this building. And the
Hmm.
guy said, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not from here. I said, okay, all right, no problem. He said, I'm from Ukraine. I said, oh, really? Well, welcome to the area.
Hmm.
I bring that up because when we spoke earlier, you mentioned the Russia and Ukraine conflict as it relates to inflation and solar. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Why is why is this conversation so important regarding solar in regards to Ukraine and Russia and then inflation? Can you speak to that?
Well, first off, because everything is going on with Russia and Ukraine, the rate of inflation right now is 7.9%, and that's of as of February of this year. And this is actually the highest that has been since January 1982. So, and that was before I was born. I was born in 83. So, with the inflation
Okay.
rate going up 7.9%, energy actually has gone up 25% since February. So, energy as far as
Wow.
electricity, gas, everything, it's been going up 25%. So,
Okay.
imagine now you're a Pepco or BG&E, whatever utility company you have, and you're paying, let's say, $200 right now every month. Now, next month, you have to worry about that going up 25%. That's
Wow.
$50. So you're going from $200 to $250 every month now. So the good thing
Wow.
about going solar is once you go solar, your payment is fixed every month, every year. There is no increase. We can't increase 25, 30%. It's locked in rate. So that's why it's the
Okay.
perfect time, even more than before, to switch over to solar. Because now you have independence
Okay.
from you. And you don't have to worry about those rate increases.
Okay. Wow. Man, this has to be pretty exciting. I'm not gonna say for everybody because some people may not want to know about solar, but for those who want to know more about solar, what are some of the qualifications for a person or, or a business? I would even say because yeah, your website had residential, commercial, and government. If you can
Mhm.
speak to that, what are some of the qualifications to go solar?
Well, it's only three qualifications to go solar. So, one, you have to use enough energy. So, whether it's the home or the business. Two, you have to get enough sun exposure to the roof to get enough panels. And three, you have to have a credit score of 650 or higher. So if you can pass all three of those qualifications, we can get you just signed up and save us some money. That's the reason why only 1 in 4 homes in Maryland go solar, or in DC also, because of those qualifications. Some homeowners may not use enough energy, or they may not have enough sun exposure to their roof, or they may not be able to pass a credit. So those reasons, and they may not want it. Those reasons right there are reasons why a lot of people don't have solar, but it's at the infant stage where um, it's
Okay.
about to start. More and more people are paying more for electricity, so they look for ways to save money.
Okay. Okay. Man, and thank you for that because now we're talking about customers. So, what are the types of customers that you encounter? I remember when we talked. Well, not yeah when we talked, but there are different types of customers in sales because I come from the insurance world that I've crossed. And you mentioned this term called labels, and then I talked about those that see a need for the product service, and then also the hard nose. What type of customers do you generally run into when you go to talk to people about solar?
Well, I have what we call laydowns, where you go talk to a homeowner. You don't have any pushback from them. They agree with everything. They want to go solar. They heard about solar. They don't care how much, um, what the difference price is. They just want to go solar. They just know about solar. They just want to ride the solar wave. So those are called laydowns, where you have no pushback and you just talk to them, sign them up, nothing. The second ones are the ones that like
Mm-hmm.
you need follow up. You talk to them, they seem interested, but you just got to keep following up with them for certain reasons, whether they're trying to work with a credit or it's just not the right time. They have a lot of stuff going on. Just got to constantly follow up with those. And then we have people who tell you
Okay.
no or may not qualify for certain reasons, but you call them every 5 months, every year. And later down the line, with circumstances changing in everybody's life, especially with COVID and everything that happened the last couple of years, things change. So just because you say no last year doesn't mean it's a no now. You may be paying way more. You may have moved two people in your
Okay.
home, so just a lot of things change. So we have the people just easy. We have the ones that you need to follow up like every 1 2 weeks, every 3 months, and the ones that you need to stay on for a year or two. And we have people just say no, straight up no, I don't want it. I don't like
Okay.
so. You get that too, a little bit.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So all right. Cool. Cool. So all right. So now we're going to get into some finite details about solar and do a solar energy consultant. What is a solar analysis? What does that entail?
Okay. A solar analysis is when I look at your electricity bill to see how much energy you use it for the whole year. So, for instance, if you're using 10,000 kilowatts, I want to give you 11,000 kilowatts, so you'll have more energy than you use. It's better to have more than less when it comes to solar. The reason why is
Okay.
we have what's called an offset in solar, where we want to give you 100% or more of the amount of energy that you produce, that you use at home. So if you use 20,000, we're trying to give you 20,500. If you use 10,000, we want to give you 10,500. So that's why looking at that bill is
Okay.
very key to see how much you use for the whole year, so we can make sure we can give you enough panels to give you 105% offset, so you have more power than you need. When that happens, there's a program called the net metering program, where when you produce more energy than you use,
Okay.
your utility company, whether it's Pepco or BG&E, will send credits every month for that production that you overproduce. So you may have 1 month where you produce 1,000 kilowatts,
Okay.
but you use 700 of it. So that 300 kilowatts is stored in a solar meter and is sold back to the utility grid and is basically given to your neighbors. So that energy that you produce is sold to your
Okay.
neighbors. The utility company will give you refunds or credits for that. So,
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Man, hey, this is exciting, man. I mean, there is so much information that you have provided in this interview, and we have a short amount of time to discuss it. So, what I'm going to goal is to bring you back at a future date, and not too far in the future, where we go into more detail about some of these topics that you've discussed regarding solar.
okay.
And so, one of the main topics that I know I'm going to bring up, because you talked about money, right? And solar is good, but when you can make some money off of it, or be some third party can give you some funds for deciding to go solar, it makes it all the more better. And so you
Mm-hmm.
mentioned these two terms. One is called SREX, and another one is net metering.
Mm-hmm.
So they sound like the same thing, you know. Because what I'm just a person who's learning about solar. When you
Mm-hmm.
said that you getting some type of benefit from them or getting money, it sounds like the same thing. So when you're talking to a customer in your capacity as a solar energy, how do you explain the difference from between the SREC and net metering, so that that customer will know, well, they'll be more informed when they make the decision to go solar? What's the difference between SREX and net metering?
Okay, so the SRAX is the refunds that you get based off how much your solar system is producing, and those refunds are sent from your state. So if you live in Maryland, you're going to get those refunds from the state of Maryland. So that's based off the production of
Okay.
the system. The net metering is when you produce more energy from the system than you use in your home. So, like I said, with the
Okay.
example before, if you produce 1,000, you use 700, you have 300 kilowatts that you produce that you didn't use that could be sold to your neighbors. So that net metering is refunds that
Okay.
are coming from the utility company. So these are two incentives that homeowners get,
Okay.
both one from your utility company, the net metering, and one from the state where you live in. Also, there's county
Man,
grants. Yeah,
oh, one more, Dr. And I want you to continue what you just said about the county grants. So I'm going to slow it up just for a second. You mean to tell me that if a person decides to go solar, they are getting funds, they'll receive funds from their government and from the utility company? Is that
that is,
correct?
that's correct. That is correct.
Okay, continue. I just want to powerful. Continue. You were talking about the county, the county.
hmm So based off whatever county you live in, you'll be getting a property tax credit. So that credit can range from 2,500 to 5,000. So the county I work in the most is Prince
Okay.
George's County. That county provides $5,000 property.
And where is Prince George's County?
You said what?
Where is Prince George's County? For those who may not be familiar with Prince George's County, where is it? What state?
Prince George's County, Maryland. hmm
Okay. Okay. You can continue. I'm sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so there they have a $5,000 property tax credit that they provide for every homeowner who goes solar, and you'll get a $1,000 residential clean energy grant. So just by you using clean energy in your residential home, you'll get a $1,000 grant as well. So that's for
Okay.
Maryland and that's for
Oh
Virginia.
wow.
hmm For both of those. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So it sounds like this is a pretty good market to be in for solar consultants, and more importantly, for the home or the person who wants to go solar, whether that's a business or a commercial property, or for a
hmm
residential.
hmm Yeah, imagine.
Uh, uh, Mr. Dawkins.
Mhm. Are you breaking up there? Hello?
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. It's breaking up a little bit.
Okay, I'm back. And we're at the tail end right now. What are some of the qualifications to get into the solar field as a consultant? If you're open to talking about that, please.
Well, there is to take salesman's contractors test. It's only $75 to take. It's a book test. I think you have to get 70% right on the test with the open book. Once you pass that, you get your salesman's
Okay.
license. You're able to go talk to homeowners about the benefits of cleaner energy. Um, you really don't need anything else
Okay.
other than that. Just a good attitude about trying to help homeowners. This is a field where it's booming, and this is an industry where it kind of reminds me of the taxis and the Ubers. How taxis used to be everywhere back in the day, now Ubers everywhere. It's the same thing with energy. Before it was nothing but
Okay.
uh, fossil fuel. Having rate increases, nothing you could do. If they raise their rates, there's nothing you could do. But now with solar, You own your system. You have independence from your utility. You get so many benefits from the county, from the state, from your utility company. You got fixed payment, so you know exactly how much you're paying every month. There's just so many benefits to going solar. So as long as you have your salesman's license and you know that you're going to talk to homeowners about helping them save money, and just have a great attitude about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, Mr. Dawkins, I thank you so much for your time, man. We this has been a blessed event right here with regard to uh, the Robaer report as well as Black USA News. Having a solar consultant come into our audience, what they do, about what solar is in the bits, and then you even throw in that there's a company that people can connect with called Green Brilliance. Their website is greenbrilliance.com. Mr. Dawkins, is there anybody that you give some props to, some props to your management, family, anybody before we close out for today?
Yeah, I just want to give my shout out to my family for allowing me to grind so hard. They realize what I'm doing is really beneficial for us and for homeowners, help them save money. And for anybody out there who wants to go solar, you can either hit me up on Aaron at greenbrilliance.com. That's my email. You can email me at Aaron at greenbrilliance.com, or you give me a call at 301-851-9488. I can do an analysis to see if you qualify and hopefully get you to save some money. That's my objective. I feel like
Okay,
everybody
okay.
has to electricity some kind of way. Might as well save money while you do it.
That's right. That's right. Man, Mr. Dawkins, thank you so much for your time. Thank your family for allowing you to be here. Hope your company is continuing to prosper in this environment right here. And to my audience, thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you all for tuning in to the future broadcast. At the Robaer Report, we discuss an individual and or groups and their contribution to society and society's development. Today has definitely been a discussion about a contribution to society and society's development. Once again, look forward to seeing you all next Monday. It'll be the first Monday in April. Hopefully, it's warm outside. And until then, have a great day and have a great week.
Yeah, thanks.